You came to Vietnam just to travel, and now you have a Vietnamese girlfriend, wife, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a baby. You're establishing all these businesses.
Oh, so that's the next thing we haven't really talked about yet.
Yeah. How do you feel right now? Like, you think it was a good decision to come to Vietnam?
Best decision ever. Best decision ever.
What's up, people? Welcome back to People That Travel, where I interview location-independent travelers, entrepreneurs. Look, anybody that just wants to leave the normal life that they had back at home. They want to go explore. And they explain to us, was it worth it? Is it really how you see it in the internet? How are they making their money? Are they homesick? I'm not 100% sure, but these people are explaining us to detail if it's the move. And today, I have one of my good friends that I just met yesterday, but bro, we're going to be good friends for a long time.
What's up, man? What's up?
Seriously, man. From Brisbane, Australia, okay? So if you guys have watched my channel in the past, I used to live in Brisbane, so it's really interesting to find someone from Brisbane here because I have a lot of friends that I've met in Australia, and they think Asia is great and all, but they wouldn't really make the move. And I think...
Speaking of, you know what, actually? I did meet a guy here. He lived a couple streets away from me.
From Australia?
Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe is he blonde?
No, he's an older, like 40-something type thing.
Oh, okay.
But it's crazy when you are traveling. Like, I've met people in Malaysia who I used to work with in Sydney. I had no idea that they were actually in Malaysia, like just on a stopover.
That's crazy. No, dude.
It happens in travel, though.
No, a lot of Australians do travel, though.
Yeah.
A lot of Australians do travel. But there's a lot that don't. And so that's why we're here. And so I'm here today with Jos. Jos, man, give me a little background about where you're from, bro. What have you been doing? And what made you take the initiative to come to Vietnam?
Okay. Talking about from a background, I'm born in Australia, grew up there.
Australia, awesome.
Did a little bit of travel. Like, I went with the family to the typical travel type stuff when I was young.
Yeah.
Other than that, dude, I've lived most of my life in vanilla Australia.
Yeah.
Most beautiful country to live in.
The best.
But gets a bit boring. Like, bubble wrapped society. I love it, but it gets very bubble wrapped.
Like anywhere else, it's not Australia's fault, and I think Australia is amazing. I had the best times in Australia. It's unforgettable memories, but I do feel sometimes living in Australia, it's not as easy as it should be.
It's not the country of opportunity that it used to be. Like, Australia's ideal was a huge land of opportunity.
Yeah.
Now we've evolved to a time where we're very bubble wrapped as a society, and it's just not as much freedom of movement, freedom to do things. And you, like you said, you told me before, you just have to work all the time to survive.
Exactly right. So in Australia, you had your own marketing company.
I had a marketing agency.
Right.
I'd done a few other businesses, like we ran gyms, we did...
You've done it all, bro.
Done
This guy, you just wait. You guys have to see. This is the type of person I look up to, man. I love what you're doing. Seriously, you move fast, and when you see opportunity, you take action, and you do it right there and then, and you have the right skills and structure to do it.
Like we've discussed before, a lot of thing about life is you test. Like the marketing thing, we test. There's nothing to be lost. What's opportunity? What can be gained? And what's going to cost you in times or resources to actually see how it works out.
Right. And so in Australia, when you had your marketing company, it was your clients were all online based.
The businesses weren't necessarily online based, but in terms of my work with them, it was all online. So I had clients in the US, UK, Australia, Canada.
Right.
Most English speaking markets.
Okay. And so you were well established in Australia. I mean, you obviously
We're doing
settled
okay.
down.
We're doing
good.
okay.
And so what made you want to go and move?
Okay, so I'd finished up a different business partnership and it just gave me a bit of freedom. So I was thinking to myself, okay, I've been wanting to travel for a long time. A friend was in Malaysia. He said to me, well, why don't you guys come out here and catch up with me? Like, we haven't actually met in person. I've been friends with him for years. It's like, all right, well, let's go do that. Let's go, where's Malaysia? Let's Google that.
Right.
Cool, let's book a flight. Make sure my passport's all set. Because I didn't have a passport at the time either.
Wow, dude.
Get passport, wait for the application, do the stuff. All the.
But you had mentioned you've had traveling in your.
I had traveled. I
mind.
just didn't have a valid passport before we traveled.
Right.
So I was like, okay, cool, let's get that done. Get ready to travel. Sell all my stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I sold pretty much all my stuff in Australia.
Wow.
Or gave it away. Got down to basically one small suitcase and a backpack.
Wow.
So it was great.
And when was this?
This would have been early 2019, I think.
Okay.
Late 2018.
Okay. So like almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. I've been traveling. I'm not a super nomad. I've been through a couple of countries, then we landed in Vietnam. So went to Malaysia, spent a bit of time there, met a heap of really good friends, all that fun stuff. Then another friend asked me, let's go to Bali. So I went over there, had a great time. Actually had technically the prince, so one of the local princes hosted my birthday party there. That was fun.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
We had some crazy Russians, and dude, it was crazy.
Dude.
We played. Have you played beer pong? Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, American. We played vodka pong.
Oh no, you went all out.
Played vodka pong. That was some fun times.
Oh my god, bro.
Anyway, from there, I had a friend who works for a company called Infusionsoft. So most of your marketing peeps, if anyone that works in the marketing space would know that brand, they do marketing automation and really cool stuff. So he had a conference in Saigon, or Ho Chi Minh. He said, do you want to come here and speak at this? So I was the first non-partner to speak at their events.
Wow, so you have spoken on stage?
Yeah, small
Amazing.
stage.
Cool,
Small
that's great, bro.
so,
no, man, that's awesome. That's a great achievement. I think it's good. I think it's awesome. And it's brave for you to do, man. A lot of people don't have the guts to do it.
It's just fun shit, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what your show's about. May have to bleep that part. From there, I had other friends in Bali. He said that Vietnam was amazing, and I've seen all their travel videos. So he's a French guy. I'll remember, and I'll send you the name so you can plug that to your guys.
100%.
So he went to Vietnam, had some amazing experience. I thought, okay, cool. I'll come to Vietnam. I'll do 2 or 3 months, travel the country, then go through what's known as the Silk Road. So the Silk Road is the path basically from Asia into Europe by land.
I heard about that.
Yes.
Wow.
So my plan was to have a good time over the next 5 years, keep my businesses fairly small, but just travel and meet things.
Working. Yeah.
Got to Da Nang, met a girl. And I'm still here a year later now. Let's put it that way.
Oh my god, bro! That happens to a lot of people, man. I've interviewed some people about Da Nang, and seriously, they arrive here and they get so comfortable.
Da Nang's, we're still planning travel. So as much as we're here, we were going to travel to Thailand when COVID happened, so we couldn't really go anywhere.
Oh yeah, well that's another thing because COVID has also kept all.
It's fair to travel, but people are still traveling now though. I have friends who went from here to the States to Mexico.
Oh yeah,
they're going to Bali now.
Yeah. But my sister went to Mexico. She got.
So if you're saying that you can't.
No, bro. Everyone in the US has coronavirus. It's like it's normal now.
Even so, like travel's still possible now, and it will become more possible once this vaccine stuff's coming.
Yeah, exactly. No, and that's why I tell these people like maybe you can't come to Vietnam now if you're just thinking about doing tourist visa, but just wait, stick it out.
If you're more established, you can still come to Vietnam now. You need to get a sponsor, so that's what's probably our next part.
Yeah.
It's sponsored from Vietnam. Let's take a step back before I start talking about that.
Yeah,
because I think we're jumping ahead.
Let's continue with what you're doing. Okay, so you met a girl here in Vietnam.
Met a girl here, had my online marketing company. It's growing that slowly, but just having fun type of thing. We had a fairly relaxed lifestyle. We still do have a relaxed lifestyle.
And have you ever dated Vietnamese girls in the past?
I've dated Cambodian before.
Oh, really?
In Australia. I dated Cambodian in Australia.
Interesting.
No, otherwise, I used to be a magnet for blonde girls.
Oh, what?
I used to be a magnet for the typical blonde Australian girl.
Blonde, yeah, okay, me too. I think, me too. Because that's what it's appealing over there.
It's a cocoa skin thing, right?
Dude, I don't know what it is, but in Brisbane though, something beautiful girls in Brisbane. It's amazing. But Vietnamese girls.
Vietnamese is something else.
Oh, dude.
I got off the plane in Saigon, like,
yeah.
Is there a model conference on? What's going on here?
Dude, I never considered Asians to be attractive until I got to Vietnam. I was like, wow, dude. These facial features are the most beautiful, huh?
Where did you land? Saigon or Hanoi?
I arrived in Hanoi. Hanoi.
Okay, Hanoi's good.
I didn't see that many there, but man, when I arrived to Da Nang, and then just ever since I've been in Vietnam, dude, like, oh my god. And it's not hard to pull as a foreigner, you know? Like here, dude, you can get a 10 when you have never thought you can actually get a 10. It's crazy. It's right? Like
it works both ways. So I've got an Asian Canadian friend.
Yeah.
They call them so there's the good guys that come here, like yourself and myself and most of our followers.
Yeah.
Then there's what are called LAS. Losers at home.
What's that mean?
So you know those corny guys that come to Asia only because they can only get Asian girls.
Oh, right.
So Vietnam's a little bit more difficult for them. They can't pull as much in Vietnam.
Okay.
But other countries, they pull a lot better.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Well, Thailand,
I never heard about that. Well, I heard Thailand, but why do you think that?
Vietnamese have more standards.
Oh, you think they're more picky? Oh.
Vietnamese are more picky in general than a lot of other countries, and I
thought they were less picky, to tell you the truth, because they haven't been exposed to people like us. For example, there's this Vietnamese girl, a friend of mine that I met, and she's never seen a dark person before. and for them that's exotic, or like she's
It's exotic, but they've still got family values.
That's true.
And once they get to know you a bit more, they know whether you're someone that look after them or someone that'll provide.
Right.
A lot of the Vietnamese guys, they move away from them because of that reason. So the ones that are dating
Yeah.
foreigners looking for a nice guy, they can provide for them, or at least have those values.
They have that in the back of the mind. I agree. So what do you like about Vietnamese girls? Just the way they treat you. I think the way they treat you is the best.
It's the best, man. Like, you'll go home, they'll make sure you're fed. And it's not even like that sexy way. It's just like they genuinely care.
They care, bro. They're so caring. I've never felt so much love from a girl that hasn't been from Vietnam. Like, seriously, like they are so caring. But South American girls are like that. Yes.
You got some like Christian values.
I have been with some South American girls, but not a lot.
I think they're a bit more fiery though.
Yeah, they're a bit more fiery, but I don't know. I just feel like here girls are they're just more
It's
genuine.
more genuine.
It's genuine love. As in over there, like, you kind of like, is it she just doing it to do it, or is it...
You're questioning it a bit more.
You question a little bit more. As in here, it's just, they really just... And I don't... Like, not only girls, but I see it in the customer service that I receive here. When you go to a cafe, or like today I was at the supermarket and I had like 3 cans of Coke, and some guy that doesn't even work there, he literally just got a basket. He doesn't work there, and helped me get the basket just because he saw me struggling as a human-to-human interaction.
Yeah, that happens. You'll have both experiences here,
Yeah.
the great side of Vietnam and some of the not so great side.
Right, of course.
That generally happens in more of the touristy areas. But in the areas where I found the more rural you go, the better experiences you have.
That's true.
Like, that's always my experience. Even Western countries, cities like New York, it's pushy, grind. Sydney.
But then if you go to Outback Brisbane, bro, you meet the coolest dudes, man. Yeah. I agree.
Well, Brisbane's a sleepy town.
Yeah, you think so?
I think.
In what sense? What do you mean? Like,
when were you there?
Oh man, before coming here, like I was there a year ago, bro.
Okay, it was starting to wake up when you were there a little bit. Like, it's starting to get a little bit more vibes.
Oh right, but before it was more chilled out. Yeah,
3 or 4 years back.
Of
Brisbane. Trying to find anything open after 9 p.m. was hard in Brisbane.
Really? Wow. Yeah. No, it has definitely evolved in a lot.
Howard Smith Wharves. Did you go there?
What?
Howard Smith Wharves.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's it. Just
that's
recently,
more recent.
Yeah, that's more
nice.
recent. Cool stuff. No, man, Brisbane is up and coming city.
Developing.
It's underrated. Well, I mean, no, I don't think it's underrated anymore.
Underrated.
Not anymore.
That's why everyone from other states come there.
Yeah. Like if I told people if you had to choose between Sydney or Brisbane, 100%, man.
But again,
better
depends
lifestyle.
Depends what you're doing there. But
yeah, I agree. I love the weather in Brisbane.
That's why everyone else comes there.
Yeah, the weather in Brisbane's the best.
Melbourne with Brisbane's weather would be perfect.
Yes, 100%. Okay, cool. So, dude, is your wife pregnant?
Yeah, so she's due in February.
Oh my god!
That happened.
What? Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So when she's due in February?
She's in February.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you guys met? How long have you guys been together?
Almost a year and a half.
Almost
2
a year.
years.
Okay, cool.
Year and a half. That makes.
How do you feel, man?
Great.
Yeah.
That's close to a year. We got probably about 6 months into it.
Yeah.
I think.
Right. That's crazy, bro. And so what? Like, how are you preparing for this? Like, I mean, there's no way to prepare, but
so
how do you feel? How do you feel?
We're good. Like, you're never
ready.
fully ready. Like, I don't think you ever are ready. We're, like, in terms of having all the baby stuff and all that stuff, we've got that.
Yeah.
That's easy, but I don't think you're ever really ready, and you don't really know how much it's going to change you.
Yeah. Did you expect this to happen, or?
We knew it might happen.
Yeah. I know. But like, that's crazy that you came to Vietnam just to travel, and now you have a Vietnamese girlfriend, wife, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a baby.
Like,
You're establishing all these businesses.
Oh, so that's the next thing we haven't really talked about yet.
Yeah. How do you feel right now? Like, you think it was a good decision to come to Vietnam?
Best decision ever. Best decision ever.
The best decision ever.
Like, compared, like, living in Australia right now, could you imagine that?
No, I can't.
Especially with all these restrictions and.
Yeah, I feel like in Australia, it's awesome and great, but it was a bit difficult to progress.
No, even just like now in general, would you be able to go to the coffee shops easily? Would you be able to go get food? And
I think it's open now. But
Brisbane's
it's
better. Melbourne.
Oh my god, dude, they were in lockdown like 9 months, bro. Poor people.
You've got people who've just had their whole businesses obliterated because of this.
No, everyone suffered. A lot of people suffered. I know. It's terrible. It's terrible. That's crazy. Okay, cool.
Even now, let's talk about lifestyle here.
Yeah.
When you're hungry, what do you do?
Bro, you order whatever you want. You don't even think about it. Grab. I use Grab all the time.
Do you check the price? Sometimes.
No, dude. You don't check. I mean, Yeah, you check the price just to check, but
You check the price, you look at it.
it's not gonna make a difference. It's a difference of 50 cents to $1. Like
The price of a meal, the price of a good meal here is about the price you pay for delivery, the delivery fee.
bro, it's crazy.
Yeah,
No. Yeah, let's talk about cost of living. So right now, we're at your house, right? This is basically your workspace, your studio.
Workspace, a studio, I've set up nicely.
You have it's a nice house. It's a two-story.
We've got
house.
a two-story, two-bedroom house. It has 3 bathrooms, a huge entertainment area, and a kitchen. And it's right on the river, so we've got the river over there.
Yeah.
The beach is 2 k's away.
Very close.
Also got a, that's probably the biggest selling point. If you're in real estate, that's how you sell it, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. No. That's exactly how you sell it. Yeah.
Big open spaces, so this room's a little bit closer because I use it for my studio.
Aircon.
All the rooms aircon.
Yeah.
What else we got here? I think that's how I'd sell it.
Yeah.
New modern Western style bathrooms. It's cool.
Yeah, exactly right.
So we've set the level of where it's at. What would you pay back in the States for a place like this?
This is exact. Oh my God, you are the man. Yep. How much do you think you buy? I was in real estate.
I'm not in the States.
Or in the States.
Australia, Brisbane, I'd be paying
Let's talk
1,500. Okay, in Brisbane, I'd be paying. Okay, let's say Brisbane River. In Hamilton, probably 1,000 a week.
1,000, yeah.
1,000, 1,500 a week.
Yeah, exactly right.
Depending where in Brisbane, like New Farm, I'd probably say 1,500 or so.
1,500
A week.
dude. A week. Okay, a week, dude. Okay, and here, how much are you paying, bro?
I'm paying in Vietnamese, 9 million Vietnam dong, which equates to about 540 Australian dollars, which is about 370 US, I think.
A month, guys. A month. That's crazy. And does that include cleaning? Do you get cleaning services?
I don't get cleaning on that, but if I want to get clean, I'd be like, I think paying 75k an hour. So if I wanted to get that,
75k an hour, dude. That's what, like $3?
3, 4, 6, yeah, just over $3 US.
That's crazy. Wow, that's insane, man. And then what about electricity? How much do you pay for electricity here?
About $1 million a month.
$1 million a month, yeah. Which is like
we run the aircon and everything.
$40 a month, $50 a month, something like that. No, even less, dude. I think it's like $30 a month, a meal.
It's the point I don't really think about it.
No, it's so cheap that you don't even have to worry about it. Exactly right. And you have the aircon running all the time.
You're
like you're at home, like you're cooking.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah. So I think, and that's here. You can save so much more money and have such a better lifestyle.
Yeah, for whatever, especially if you're earning dollars whilst living here, your money goes really, really far.
Yeah, really far. I know. I remember in Australia, like every time I had to pay bills or rent, it would have to be a weekly thing, like, add up all my money, like, oh my God, I can't spend that much because here, dude, you did that once a month and you're sweet, dude. And like, it's something like, oh God, all right, I gotta put it on.
Depends, totally depends on your lifestyle.
I mean, look, obviously there's also luxury and you can go all out, but.
Even if luxury, it's hard to go much more.
It really is, dude.
For a super platinum place, like super nice, spending max maybe $2,000, and that's mostly those places are Koreans, Chinese,
and that's the top. Really,
that's top. Like, that's the penthouse
luxurious to that's what a millionaire would get in Australia.
That's your penthouse, and plus your stupid rate.
Yeah,
that's for those places generally for foreigners coming in that. Countries like China, Korea, they just want to ball out.
They just want to ball out. Yeah, and like I mentioned, yeah, dude, to ball out it's kind of hard to do because you can only spend so much here.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's great, bro. That's great. Okay, so let's talk about now the businesses that you have created here because you've arrived here and then as entrepreneur person that you are seeing opportunities all over the place.
I was getting annoyed, man. Like, no plans of doing business whilst traveling locally at least because I didn't want to have too much roots.
Right.
But we got really frustrated with the real estate experience here. You always go to real estate agents, they know nothing about the places you're asking for. You often have an experience where you're trying to find a place and you ask for a place with a TV, let's just say a TV.
Yeah.
They send you all these places with no TVs.
Yeah.
They just don't pay any attention to what you're asking for.
No, yeah, the attention to detail when it comes to that.
Language issues, etc.
Yeah.
It's not a great experience for the customer. There's some that are great, there's some that are good,
I mean. But there is no like domain or realestate.com where you can just scroll through and really you can actually see the property before you inspect it.
There wasn't the properties, there wasn't really good websites to show you the places.
Right, I agree.
What you see wasn't what you were getting, all that kind of stuff. So and even the internet thing, like as a digital nomad, I really want to know the internet speeds or at least potential speeds for a place I'm staying in the short term.
Yes, of course. I'm the same. I always do so much research online, but there was not enough information.
That being said, in Vietnam, you can pick up really fast internet cheap if you're staying longer. So if you're staying longer term, just get your own package set up. Like I'm getting downstairs 300 megs a second.
Really? Wow.
Upstairs is a
Oh,
little
so
bit
you
slower.
have your own internet
Never
set
internet,
up.
yeah.
Wow.
You spend about $60 for 6 months of internet.
6 months of internet? No way, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, $60 for 6 months and you get fast internet. Oh my god.
In Australia, you're averaging what, like 25, maybe 30, 40 megs a second now.
Yeah, dude, and it's
At
60 a
maximum.
month, bro.
60, you must have cheap internet than me.
I did. I had the cheapest one, bro. Oh my god, that's crazy.
No, so what we did is I had a local agent we started working with and helping them about, because mostly it's like he asked for some help, so we helped him out.
Yeah.
Created VietnamPropertygroup.com,
Okay.
which
It's a Facebook page or?
it's a Facebook page, it's a website.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that was our first business. Still going strong. I've got another partner we've now in talks to sell that business to, because we want to have the flexibility to travel. So
Right.
I love it, but it's not really for me.
Yeah.
Again, I'll do really good at that.
Cool. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. So that's a place like a website where people can go and look for properties.
Look for properties, they can connect with them.
Yeah.
It makes it fairly easy.
Okay, cool.
Again, I'm not running that anymore, so it's got nothing to do with me.
Right.
Hopefully they'll stay as good as what we
Continue,
hope to.
yeah, continue because it's all about
The idea is there. Let's just see if the new partners take it to where it can go.
There's work to put it. Okay, cool.
But what happened in that process is we got pissed off with all the visa agents here.
Which is another process that a lot of expats have
Well,
to
you're
go
traveling.
through.
You're dealing with people in a foreign country. They don't speak English as they barely speak English.
Yeah. And they're just trying to just get the transaction done. They don't.
You feel like you're being ripped off, and you feel like a number.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes
true.
they actually are ripping you off. Sometimes they're just communication.
But sometimes
sucks.
it's just exactly.
It's just, and they don't often. Like, they don't know the details. They don't think to actually tell you things. So
Yeah.
I'm like, we had experience. I started having our real estate customers having the same experience.
And when you came here, did you come on a tourist visa?
I came on a tourist visa originally.
Okay.
Now I'm on a spousal TS residency card
Residency card. Okay, cool.
and a business thing as well. What happened was, because of all those issues, and because we couldn't find anyone that would fill our customers' needs, so we thought, I look at how you can find other revenue streams to make a business better, but we couldn't find anyone that we would trust to give our customers to because they weren't fulfilling.
Right.
So we ended up starting our own visa company,
Right.
and that's now, we've got centres here, Hanoi, Saigon, Dalat.
Whoa, really?
Yeah,
Holy
we're
crap.
bringing people back in from overseas into Vietnam on a special visa as well. So
Wow.
have the ability to sponsor them and get them back
Okay,
home.
wow.
To say some of these people are stuck. The vision for that was once we started to see the potential of it. Like our vision's always been to go into other countries. So eventually we'll be in every major tourist destination in the world.
Right.
But
So
now
you
we're
want to
in-
expand not
Okay.
only Vietnam, all
Right.
over other places. That's amazing. And
How many passports do you have at the moment?
just one,
Just one,
bro.
okay.
I'm just Colombian, so that's the
Do
struggle
you
that I
have-
have. But like you said, like you can get a passport in Panama. It's not that hard.
You can get residencies in other places.
Yeah.
Again, you just need to know the rules and what you're doing. I've got friends who have their different passports, different accounts. Again, just do everything legally and make
Yeah.
sure that you're protecting your own interests. You can do it through investorships as well, so people can get in based on investor relations. So you can invest in the country, they'll give you a citizenship based on that.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's what you're doing and that's what you're focusing on. So, like, if you guys have any questions, contact this guy. Seriously, man, that's great. That's cool.
So that's
bro.
yourexpatsource.com.
What is it called?
Yes, yourexpatsource.com.
Okay, cool.
So-
Either way, man, all your stuff,
Yeah.
all the descriptions, all your websites
It's easy.
will be down in the description. So if you guys want to just go more into detail or you have any more questions, reach out to him. He's the man. And then on top of that, you still have your own
My
marketing
primary business is leadshunt.com. So we do lead generation, marketing.
Right.
business growth.
So what companies do you work for? Like who? Is there a specific niche or?
We work with a range of companies, something from real estate funds through to e-commerce,
Right.
some local real estate agents.
Yeah. And it's all about just making the process of the brand, connecting it with the customer, and just maintaining that relationship.
Connecting customers to brands.
Yeah. Because man, you like the funnels and the stuff that you've talked to me just in this little bit amount of time that we've had together. I'm like, wow, man, you're so knowledgeable.
Well,
in all that
it's
stuff.
strategy and optimization. Like a lot of businesses are sitting in a gold mine they don't know they have. Like even with our own businesses, we look at, okay, we're already getting this customer. What else can we do for them? So we also set up them have insurance because that's just a natural fit.
Right.
So it doesn't cost us extra money for us to set that up, but it does give the customer immense value.
Yeah, and that's what I saw your website. Like, you don't only do visas, you also do travel insurance and just the whole process. It's a package thing because when you come to Vietnam or to any other place and you want to go abroad, you want to make sure you have everything in place.
Exactly. I think you mentioned that you're looking at doing insurance for your subscribers as well.
Yeah, exactly right. Because I think it's something very important.
Travel insurance, like if you're traveling and you get stuck in a foreign country, you don't have the funds to pay for it right the very second, or for whatever reason you're in a bad situation. Like I've had friends who, I was in Bali and one of my friends had a motorbike accident. We had to literally pick him up, put him into a truck, and get him to the hospital. Like luckily he had insurance and we sorted things out, but
if you did,
that was like £2,500, what, $5,000 US, or $3 or $4,000 US.
That's crazy. Yeah. And look, travel insurance is not that expensive. I've looked into it, bro.
It's not expensive compared to what you're getting for it. That's that peace of mind.
The peace of mind.
Like I sound like travel insurance sales agent now, but it honestly is that.
No, it is, bro. It is. And like, for example, I looked into it and it was, I think it's like 35 Aussie dollars a month.
Depending on what brand you're for the coverage, etc.
The coverage and all that stuff, which, bro, I mean, $35, really, and like you say, it's peace of mind.
At least the coverage for that kind of stuff. Like for me, I'm changing to a more expensive kind of plan now. But so about family and stuff.
But it covers all your equipment.
Yeah.
It covers
and because we have family and stuff, make sure they're recovered.
Yeah.
So depending on needs, you might have different rates, but just make sure you have something in place.
Yeah. Cool, man. Cool. And so, how does your schedule look like? How do you organize your stuff? Because I struggle with that sometimes.
I'm pretty chill, dude.
It's just priorities. You have priorities, and then you take care of your priorities first.
Because I have a business overseas, I have partners that work there as well, so they get a lot of stuff done during different hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I will.
How do you communicate with them? Do you
Facebook, WhatsApp. Okay. Talk a lot of WhatsApp actually. It's easy for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we do that. We get a lot of the work done. Just make sure we're clear and get systems and process.
Systems and process.
Yeah.
And I think you're really good at that. I can see that.
So we don't do too much. Occasionally I'll do a later night call, being like 10, 11. That fits in nicely with New York Times. Pennsylvania, so it's not too bad. Otherwise, I'm pretty chill. We have the business. That's all systemized. I'm finalising some other systems in that your expert source business, which means we're only really talking to people who are ready to become customers or needing support.
Right.
We hire staff here that help us out. That helps a lot.
Yeah. So have you hired staff here in Vietnam?
Staff here, yeah.
Wow. How did you go through that? Where did you find them?
So hiring is interesting. If you're looking for someone who's English speaking as well as Vietnamese, you won't pay that much for the cost compared to where you'd be back home. But there's a lot of training involved. Like it's not.
You have to sit there in one-on-one.
You got to one-on-one, or you got to have the systems to train.
Right.
So that's either a good patient. See, the way I do business in Vietnam to where I do business with my Western clients differs.
Yeah.
Vietnam, you have to really take a seat back and know it's going to take a lot longer than it would anywhere else.
Right. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, here they really want to get to know you a little bit more.
Not just that, just they don't have that urgency that we have in Western nations. We're very rushed, and which is good and bad depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
If you're coming to Vietnam and you're wanting to do business, you will have to adjust to that way of thinking. So you can provide the Western service to your clients, but knowing if you're dealing with Vietnamese suppliers or anywhere in Asia, usually it's the same sort of thing. It's relaxed lifestyle.
The building of the relationship takes a lot longer.
Building, training, people, they're not as quick on their feet type thing. There are some exceptions to the rule, I'll give you that, but generally speaking, you've got to take a step back. Enjoy it, because that's why we come to Asia. The lifestyle is so relaxed. That's right.
And no, it's true. And I think that's why they are like that as well, because here, the sense of urgency here does not exist. I've seen, seriously, bro, people, I've seen just the security guards that you sometimes see working at the hotels I've stayed at, bro. The guys they're watching Netflix, smoking a cigarette, having a beer on his shift.
I'll let you know, Ho Chi Minh, they've got a bit more hustle there. It's different city. It's a different city.
Yeah.
In big cities, you have more hustle regardless, but in general, Bali. Bali's probably a good example of this.
Yeah.
Most Balinese, you've got a coconut tree, you've got a house. What do you really need above that?
Right.
The coconut tree gives you housing, it gives you the wood, it gives you everything you need. There's not really much you want in life. So anything money you make is just nice.
Yeah. And that's really what I like about Asia. Like, people are poor and they don't have a lot of money, but they're still smiling, dude.
There's some poor. There's some.
Oh, dude, there's poverty, very poverty. Dude, the poverty
There's
is
some
bad.
poor and there's some ultra high net worth people.
Oh, there's
man.
there's very big.
Oh, you remember?
gap.
Did you see that Crazy Rich Asians movie?
I haven't
Dude,
seen
okay.
that. Haven't seen that.
That stuff's real.
Yeah, it's real.
It's real, isn't it?
100%. No, bro. No, dude. That's very real. No, especially here in Ho Chi Minh, dude. Or in Ho Chi Minh, there's
Hanoi as well.
a lot of money over there.
There's a lot of baller money in some of these places.
Yeah. But yeah, man. The minimum wage here, I think is something between like $150 to $200 a month, bro.
Yeah, you got people who are doing that. You got people that like we set up some charities here. Check out Da Nang Go.
So you open charities too?
Yeah, we open charity. We
Wow,
raised
that's
about
great.
180 mil at one event, and we do some other stuff.
Wow, that's amazing. And what's
VND,
the
not
charity for?
USD. So one of our friends here, she ran basically go out to people who are in need. So she's Vietnamese. She goes and gives them food and whatever else is needed. The roof messed up her roof at her restaurant. That's her way of making income to protect her, look after herself.
Right.
So we all, myself and a couple other expats, we all banded around her, and actually one other local.
Yeah.
And we did this big event. I think it's probably the biggest event in Da Nang since pre all this travel restrictions.
Right.
So that's huge. We raised a lot of money. That's organisations who want to do some other things. I'm not as heavily involved with it.
When people travel abroad or they think Vietnam, they think, oh, maybe I might struggle with the culture shock. Did you have any problems with culture shock, or do you feel at home here? Do you sometimes feel homesick?
You might be feeling a bit struggling with people being too kind.
Taking up too much of your time.
No joke. Okay,
No, I get it.
in a serious way. Like
No, I agree with you.
that kind of like if you see a kid, like if someone's playing with their kid, or whatever, they want you to come play with their kid. Like they want you to say hi and.
And the kid comes and hugs
The kids
you.
come young. Like
Yeah.
back home in Australia, you feel awkward with that, but here it's like
Yeah.
perfectly normal.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you. And people.
I think that's the way it should be though. Like you should be able to be friendly for the sake of being friendly. Like this sort of PC culture that.
And it's because that same thing. People are just not in a rush, so they're happy to just interact. Humans and humans.
Even people are scared of each other. Like,
They're not. No.
like, okay, dude, there's a thing called Tet here. So that's what we call a combined birthday for the whole nation. So
Okay.
that's why that's the main celebration. Not many Vietnamese people have birthday celebrations, but they have Tet together.
People here don't celebrate birthdays,
No,
right?
no.
I mean,
Recently
do,
they have.
but- yeah.
Recently they've started doing more, but that's
Yeah.
more Western concept.
Right, yeah.
But they have what's called Tet, which is New Year party.
New Year party.
So it's around February, and everyone parties together. Everyone has drinks. If you're walking down the street in Vietnam, hey, come here.
Really?
What? Hi, ba,
Oh.
yo. So that's their way of doing. Have the cheers.
Yeah.
But they go crazy, and you're invited to so many parties
Oh my
doing
God.
Tet with absolute strangers.
And it's is it a one-day event or is it a couple of days?
It's over a few days. Then they have a bit of chill time.
That's
They
so
all go back
cool,
to their
bro.
hometowns as well.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
You've been experienced that, huh?
That was fun.
Yeah. And the Lunar New Year here as well.
That's your new year.
Oh, that's
yeah,
Lunar
it's
New
10.
Year. Okay. Interesting. That's cool, bro. So no culture shock. You're loving the culture. You're loving the culture, bro.
Well, again, that did take me a while to get used to that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
used to people being so friendly.
Yeah, man. And customer service, as I said, bro, here is the best I have seen.
Where it's good, it's really good. Where it's bad, there
You
are
get
some
both
bad
sides.
aspects of
You
it.
get both sides. I agree. And the struggle there is that you can't really complain or
You can't
argue
complain.
because there's a language barrier.
There's some funny things. Again, the shops that treat their staff well and really look after them, they have fantastic customer service.
Yep.
There's some that don't do that extent, unfortunately.
I agree.
But most of the places, especially in the Western areas, they're getting paid a really good wage in comparison to what they'd be paid anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. And they go overboard, bro. It's crazy.
Our presentation, dude. Food presentation in Vietnam, that's...
Food presentation and just presentation of architecture or establishments, it's next level, bro. Seriously, here people are so creative. The way they set up their cafes, the way they set up their restaurants.
Okay,
most of my money is for companies that I work for in
Okay.
Australia. So as I told you, I do I do social media for a real estate agency. I edit for some marketing agencies in Australia, and then affiliate links on my YouTube channel.
Cool. So you've got a couple of income streams there.
A couple, income streams, and then of money that I've saved. And
You
as
said
we
you do a
spoke
little bit of
about-
trading as well, yeah?
and trading as well. I've probably lost more than I've made, but it's just
Okay.
that's the game. You know?
What's the key with that? From people you've spoken to, what's the
Yeah.
key with trading? Or do you use apps and stuff like that as well?
No, dude, there is no key. The key is just consistency and just educating yourself and knowing about the market and reading the news, reading graphs, and I really see trading like when you start to learn how to read. You know, when you start to learn how to read, it's not hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, it's not easy. It's very difficult. But then it becomes second nature, and that's what trading is. It's something that you have to do for a couple of years, and eventually it becomes second nature. But
It's
I
like
think
muscle, I guess, then.
I'm sorry.
It's like a muscle. You like learn, it becomes reflex.
Exactly. You see opportunities in the market because of what's happening around you, what you see in the graphs, and then you just start learning the patterns.
Man, I'd be curious whether your followers would want to see some of that content.
Yeah, and I have done content about my trading, but I don't think I'm experienced enough yet to be able to.
Honestly, that's part of the journey, though.
I agree.
That's part of it.
I agree.
Just here's what I'm doing. I'm great. We might even have some people in the audience that are more experienced traders.
And there are, bro. There's a lot of people that have messaged me and have given me advice, and I love that. I love to give. Yeah. I agree.
Drop in the comments if you are a trader and if you are traveling.
100%. No, dude, I love traders because. I mean, we're all like-minded people. We're trying to use technology to our advantage.
You got a couple of clients before you left, yeah?
Man, before I left, I had started YouTube maybe a year and a half before that.
And
I already had it in mind.
You had a few clients that were...
And I already had clients and all that stuff. But still, I wish I would have left before that, even when I wasn't ready. Because, look here, worst case scenario, bro, you can go around the corner, knock on an English institution and teach English. Like, it's not like you're not going to run out of opportunities.
You'll get... Whenever you want to get creative, you'll find a way to make capital live, and it's not expensive to live here. I've got friends who are living on $300 or $400 a month.
Bro, yeah, dude.
Not how I'd want to live because I like a little bit of lifestyle.
Of course, but you can, yeah. And I made a video. It's called "Living in Da Nang Under $400 a Month" on my main channel, and dude, I broke down all the expenses, and even though I was obviously, going very, very budget friendly, I still lived a very comfortable lifestyle. Very comfortable lifestyle. So let's talk about that, bro. Like, how do you feel here with your lifestyle compared to Australia?
Money goes so far here, dude. Other friends here, like other friends that run marketing and information product businesses, they have a full-time nanny tutor for their daughter.
That's another thing that I haven't spoken about on the podcast, nanny and stuff. And I'm sure you're going to look into it.
We're going to get one. We're not getting one straight away because my wife's mother's going to come with us.
Oh, okay,
in 3 months.
Nice.
I said to her, look, after your mum leaves, let's get someone just to make our life easier.
Do you know how much it costs? How much does it cost to get a nanny here?
Much, man.
Depends
what you want. Depends what you want.
Like for your friend, like your friends, what do they have? They have just a part-time nanny.
So they've got someone who's from the UK.
Oh, okay, that's more.
So I think they're paying a little more, but even compared to that, it's still not much. Like because the cost of living here is so low. She lives with them, so she's got free board and everything. So I don't think they're paying a heap.
Yeah, I spoke to someone. It was this chick, and she has a nanny. She has not a nanny, but she has a maid. That's what you call them, really, because she doesn't have any kids, and it's just. She lives with her in her apartment. She cooks for her. She does everything, right? Every day the apartment is fucking spotless. She pays. I think it was like $300 a month.
I think that's about right. Because one of the apartment buildings I was staying at, they paid about $5 million for full time.
Full time, dude. And she lives with you, and she does everything for you. Like, oh my god! And you see, this is the shit that like to get that in Australia, bro. You have to pay someone a full time salary to live with you. You have to pay. Oh my god! I can't imagine how much that would cost you. Like, it's stuff that money can't buy.
And it's culturally just you can't do it in Australia. Australia has that culture that
like no one would actually be like, oh, I'm living with.
Well, people.
I mean, you can do au pair.
Even with that, it's.
But even with that, it's not the same though. It's like you're getting a German girl that's 18 is not gonna do the same work as getting a Vietnamese chick that's like 30. Dude, they work hard, bro. People here work hard.
They work hard. They're very nurturing. When they're good, they're really good.
They're really good, bro. They're really good. It's crazy. No. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. And so, what was it about the nan that made you want to stay though? Because
dude,
was it your girlfriend or was it?
No. I was. What am I doing? So I finished up in Saigon. Couldn't be gladder to get out there, honestly. Great city to party, not good to live. The air quality sucks. I like to breathe. That's one thing. Coming from Brisbane, landing in Kuala Lumpur,
you can feel it.
You can feel the air. Like when it's bad, it's really bad. You can feel the pollution. It's thick.
Of course, yeah.
Beautiful city, Kuala Lumpur. Once the rain comes, it clears out the pollution. It's really nice to live in it. Good food, good vibes. So I'm not knocking it. Just that part is a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
But no, one from Saigon, Ho Chi Minh. I bought a motorbike, so I thought I'm going to drive up. So I went to Dalat. It's a city that they colonized. Beautiful French architecture in the
It's
mountains.
amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Cold.
when they say, where should I go? If you ask a Vietnamese person, where should I go? Dalat.
That's a Vietnamese travel spot.
Yeah.
Foreigners don't go there because they want the beaches and they want...
Right, but yeah, that's a total Vietnamese spot. Huh?
Vietnamese go there. It's a Vietnamese date, romantic place. Everyone goes there to get married.
Yeah, I heard that.
Beautiful big lake there too.
Yeah.
And waterfalls around that area. So we went there, met some friends, hung out, went to Trang, back and forth. My friends who I met in Dalat had gone to Bali for a little bit. They're
Okay.
Vietnamese South African couple.
Mm-hmm.
So they were coming back to Da Nang. I'd come to Da Nang because I wanted to check the city out. I liked the vibes. So I went to Hoi An, came to Da Nang,
Yeah.
spent the night back in Hoi An, then I'm going to Da Nang. It's a good spot.
Mm.
The internet here is good, the lifestyle's good. I'll stay here a little bit. Maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, and then I'd keep traveling. Had another friend that was coming from Bali, that had been traveling with me from Malaysia, Bali, then here.
Uh-huh.
And the friends from Bali were also coming back. So I'm like, right, go away from them. Meantime, I met my now wife, and it's like, all right, we're sticking here a bit longer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And she's from here, from Da
She's from
Nang.
here, from Da Nang. So
Oh,
she's
cool.
been there the last 5 or 6 years.
Uh-huh.
Lives, works here, that type of stuff.
How did you meet her?
Through Facebook. So
Facebook.
Facebook, we went for coffee. Really cool story because she told me to come to the best restaurant in London. I always used to go to coffee shops. It's like, oh, we're not going to a coffee shop. We'll take you to the best restaurant. We get there, the place has been shut, broken down.
Oh, no.
So it's a funny story. That's how we met.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. And then
Pretty much been on
and now you have a
70%.
family.
We have
That's
family
amazing,
coming,
bro.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's
Thanks.
awesome. Do you know if it's a girl or a boy yet?
Boy.
A boy.
Baby
Oh my god,
Yeah, man.
dude. Oh my god. Who would have thought, bro?
Yeah,
You with the Vietnamese.
And then
That's crazy.
And then just before that, so as COVID was starting to become a thing, my mum came from Australia.
Oh, she's came to Vietnam?
Yeah, so she met my now wife.
Oh my god. And how was
Yeah, it was
that?
good, man. It was great. I
Yeah.
got really glad she would have come before stuff went crazy.
Of course. That's amazing. What did they think? How did they feel?
Well, she talks to my girlfriend, now wife, more than I do.
Oh my god.
I'm on my
that's
wife talks to her
crazy.
more than I do.
The Vietnamese girls know how to talk to the mother-in-law.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you. Yeah, 100%. That's great, bro. Cool. And so you're going to stay in Vietnam for a while.
Okay,
And-
so we're going to base in Vietnam. Vietnam's a great place to base. I still want to travel. I
You
still want
wanna
to
go
see
do
so
your
much.
thing. Okay. And so you think it's possible to travel with the family?
Yeah, I've got so many friends that travel, live and travel.
I think
You got to
so,
set your
too.
finances up. You got to make sure you're set.
Yeah.
And traveling. You got to be ready for some surprises. Just make sure that you got your
Right.
bases.
So
set.
you're okay with growing up a child traveling?
I think it's the best thing you do for your child.
I agree with you too, bro. I think it's the best way to show them how really life is about.
Well, you get to experience different cultures. They get to see different things.
Yeah.
As long as they have stability in their home life.
Wow.
I think sometimes people say 12, 13, you probably want to settle down somewhere for a while. So they've got those more solid friendships connections.
Right for them. Yeah.
But again, it's totally up to your parenting style.
I agree. Wow, that's cool, man. I love the way you think. That's great, dude. I would love to interview you in a couple of years and see
We'll see.
how your traveling journey has gone with your family.
We'll probably, like I said, we'll probably base out of here the next few years.
Yeah.
We want to see more of Asia. In a
course.
few years, she'll be able to get her Portuguese citizenship. It gives us more opportunities to travel.
Yeah,
as well.
you told me about that. That you do plan to go to Portugal and live there at some point.
Not necessarily. I want
okay.
Portuguese citizenship.
You want the Portuguese
I would like to go
citizenship.
to Portugal just want to check it out and live for a little bit, whether I stay there long term or
Right.
other parts.
And so now
Not sure.
that you've traveled around Asia and you've gotten a taste of the life outside of Australia, do you ever see yourself going back to Australia to
For
live?
visiting.
For visiting.
I don't. It's not somewhere I want to live.
Really, that's crazy to hear, man. That's crazy to hear. Wow. Yeah, I feel the same way. I love it, dude, and it's still a big part of my heart. But
Australia's
I
great,
just
but
don't
it's not
see-
somewhere you want to. I don't see myself wanting to bring up children in that kind of environment.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, we get more freedom. Like I said, we started.
It's just
Two or three businesses experimenting.
makes your life a little bit more difficult, bro. Over there, I don't understand how people have kids. Like, it's so expensive just to take care of yourself. Imagine a family. It's a struggle, bro. It's a struggle.
I don't know.
It can be done. It can be done, but it's
hey,
just
you gotta work a lot. You do all the stuff. You know, they have Australia. Even if you're making good money and doing stuff, Australia has this big, what we call a tall poppy syndrome. So Australians are really jealous.
yeah. I agree.
Love them, but they're jealous when they start to see some people make something of themselves.
Right. Yeah. I've never got to experience that, but maybe because I haven't made anything out of myself.
Oh, you're in real estate, yeah?
Yeah, I was a
Okay,
real
so
estate agent. Yeah.
we had this, some people, my friends in real estate had cars. You go out and you see Australians say, "Oh, we should scratch that car." Like,
Wait, what? Scratched your car?
that's the Australian thing to do. Like, if they see a nice car, The bogans. Not everyone in Australia is like that, but there's the bogan types. They're first thought of seeing nice guys on the scratches.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, it's BMW. They paid a lot for it, and
I know.
like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, look, that is Australian humor, though. You guys just.
It's not humor though. People do it. Like,
it's not right.
if you have a semi-decent car in Australia, you either have to budget in for having scratches. Like, where else do you need to budget that?
I didn't know that. That's so interesting. I never knew that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. Bro, so what you know about with the situation? If people want to come to Vietnam right now, what are the options?
Okay, so because currently with Vietnam, you can only come here on a sponsor visa.
Right.
And you have to have a guarantee company here. Now, they either can do that yourself, like if you have a company set up, or have a company that can sponsor you, so maybe a school or something.
Right.
Or there's agencies like ourselves which can work to get you a sponsor for you.
Right.
And then you have to organise your COVID tests, your PCR test, and quarantining when you're here. So you need 2 weeks of quarantine where they do very frequently testing.
Yeah, and okay, cool. I think the best way would definitely go talk to someone like yourself.
Talk to ourselves, or again, it depends on how much you want to come here. I think if you're ready to wait a bit, wait till next year. It's going to be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, with the vaccine out, maybe.
I think the vaccine will come out next year sometime.
Things will change, but
We're talking first quarter. I think the vaccine starts to actually go into implementation, and then.
Yeah, I think maybe next year, a little bit after that.
Next year, so it just depends on how countries are opening up.
Right. I agree. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, man, you definitely recommend Vietnam.
Love Vietnam.
And I think in digital nomad space, I think here, and
here's the thing. Okay, Da Nang in particular, you know Chiang Mai?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a flight between Chiang Mai and Da Nang just before this crazy started happening.
There's a what?
Flights.
Oh, flights. Okay.
So people often do their Thailand visa trips to Da Nang.
Oh, okay.
So Da Nang was starting to become a digital nomad hotspot.
Right, I didn't know that.
Okay. That's why there's a few groups popping up and stuff.
Yeah, no, there's tons, man. The expat community here is huge. I didn't realize.
It's huge. Now it's very tight. Like, you know everyone because of what's going on, but
because everyone,
otherwise, there's a lot of tourism coming through, and a lot of Korean, a lot of Japanese culture coming through Da Nang.
Yeah. We should talk about that because I I arrived to Vietnam in March, which was exactly the first lockdown. How big of a difference was it before COVID to now? Because now it's so quiet. Like they're still happening, but I heard that before was crazy.
It's packed, especially at certain times.
Did that? Because I haven't seen that yet. Like, did that make your life a little bit more uncomfortable here in Da Nang, or was it still cool? Was it more exciting?
When I was first here, I loved the energy. Now we've moved out a little bit off the super expat area. I'm like, we're still 3 minutes away from the place, man.
Yeah, no, here's like, I don't live in the main area anymore, and it's a 4-minute scooter ride. Like, it's like. It's so funny.
People in Da Nang, if they have to travel 5K, like, so far away.
Like, the beach is 10 minutes instead of 5. Fuck that.
We're in Brisbane right, man. Like, people who would, like, 5 minutes, like, oh, that's...
Bro,
I wish I had 5 minutes away from work.
Just getting to your terminal from the train station is longer walking that than going to the beach here.
My mum's place. We lived out in...
Where's your mum?
Mum's lives out near Carindale.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Column area. It would take us like an hour and a bit to get into the city. Like that, and I was normal. Like, okay,
it's okay.
Yeah. Da Nang people think it's not within 2 minutes distance their house.
I know.
If I can't walk there, it's too far.
Here, bro. We get so spoiled here. It's kind of scary. Like, I don't know how I can ever go back to the lifestyle I had before after living here. It's just the ease of life.
Options there.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's the beautiful thing, man. As soon as I started traveling, it's just, if this is only the second place I went to since I left Australia, I can't imagine how many more places like this the world has, dude.
Just food, everything. Got friends here. They got their own drivers. So.
Oh my god, they have chauffeurs? No.
In their case, it's a driver. It's like the guy they always call.
Yeah.
And he lives nearby them, so he just comes over, picks them up.
Yeah.
They'll go do their shopping.
That's crazy. And I feel like I have the same thing with the Grab app, dude. Like, every time I grab a taxi, I don't spend more than $2-3. And the Grab, dude, like, sometimes I get the scooter Grab. It costs me $6,000, $12,000, which is 40-30 cents. Like,
I don't do scooters generally.
Yeah.
I just don't. Okay. What happened in Saigon? I went on a scooter. The guys could not drive.
Oh, bro, I mean, Saigon, dude.
Saigon was bad. The guy couldn't drive. So it was like the next day I got my own motorbike, and it cost me. It wasn't a great motorbike. I paid like $300 for it though.
Oh, you bought a motorbike?
Bought a motorbike.
Okay, cool.
Traveled around Vietnam for it.
Yeah.
I sold it recently.
And do you have a license or?
You can get a license.
Okay. You can. No, I spoke about this on my last podcast.
With you spoke about it already.
Yeah.
So you can get a license pretty easily.
You just have to do the driving test.
Yeah, and you have to have a home license, or you can do a conversion.
Oh, you can do the
So
conversion.
you can pay for a conversion. That's pretty easy.
Uh-huh.
Or you can do a test.
Okay.
I think you might have to do both. Or you can go get one new, which is you just got to understand how Vietnam works.
Right. Yeah. No, I heard that, and you can help with that as well.
Yeah, we can help with that.
Yeah. No. The guy I interviewed before you, his name is Ralph, and he actually just got his motor.
Ralph, the YouTube guy, yeah?
Yeah, Ralph.
I know Ralph. He's friends with friends.
Yeah, he's a good guy, dude. He's so awesome.
He's an English teacher, I believe.
Yeah. Dude, he just works online. He works online as an English teacher. But same thing, but that guy he's loving this place, dude. He's loving it. And he comes from Florida.
Yeah, nice.
So it's crazy to hear. But yeah, dude, okay, cool. Well, man, I think that's really it. Thank you so much for your time, bro. I really appreciate it, man.
Oh, brother.
I'm glad that I stumbled across you. This was like a last minute thing, but...
Also, the thing, we saw you at the bar.
Yeah,
man, what's up?
I know. It's so crazy, bro. And that place, man. Oh, the food here. Let's talk a little bit about the food here. Let me, what do you mostly eat in Da Nang?
Okay, so I've got a few spots. Places like Bripit, that's South African barbecue type food.
What? Okay.
So he lived in Brisbane for about 7 years as well.
Oh, what?
So he gets Australian food.
What?
There's new places.
And where do you order that? Do you order it on Grab or do you go?
I usually go there. You can order on Grab, but I usually go there. They're friends of ours.
What is it called?
Bripit.
Okay.
There's a new one that's opened up. It's epic. American grill kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And barbecue. Pumba's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Bread and Salt, really good coffee shop.
Uh-huh.
There's heaps of really good coffee shops around
Man, there's
there.
so much. Yeah. There's so much. No. Here you can't go wrong. And like you said, like it's so affordable. You don't ever have to cook. And
there's like 2 or 3 Indian places. They all have different styles of Indian food. So go and try them all out. They're all decent.
Yeah.
Thai's not that great here. Like the Thai I haven't found to be that amazing.
Yeah.
Heaps of pizza places.
Yeah. Do you like Vietnamese food? Does your wife make you?
She makes Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
I like certain types of Vietnamese food. Others I'm cautious with.
Right.
You can find some really great seafood here.
Yeah, all the seafood.
But my advice, just check how they're cooking it. If they're using oil and stuff, maybe avoid it.
Right. Why is that? What do you think?
Okay, sometimes they don't clean the oil as regularly as they should, or there's hygiene issues. So.
Well, it's Asia. The
Part of
sanitary
Asia.
system here is not the best. Okay.
The rice and stuff, too. Komga.
Oh,
Chicken
bro,
rice.
Chicken rice.
Is amazing.
Do
Have you spent noodles, banh mi. So the best banh mi is you want to see where they got bread. It's half cooked before they bring it to the place where they're selling it. Then before they give it to you, they finish cooking it. So it's really fresh bread.
Where is this place, bro?
I'll show you later. It's on the corner of Fun 2 Street.
Okay.
They only open up like 4 p.m. They close when they're sold out.
Yeah.
Especially they sell out.
So
They sell out when the tourism's here.
And how much is it?
I think 10, 12K for a banh mi.
Okay,
Couldn't
bro.
pay extras. It's like 50 cents.
bro. 50 cents, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, 2 of those, it's a meal.
Right? Oh my god, yeah. No, here is amazing. And have you gone out much here? The nightlife and stuff?
You have options.
You have options, yeah.
There's the nightclub-ish scene. If you like pretty girls dancing around and guys doing their thing, whatever, it's cool. You can go down the city side. In Anthong side, it's more like live music, bands, more for beachy vibe.
Right, yeah. No, and it's cool though. Like what you're saying is great because it's not only for the young people. Like there's people 40, I mean, even 50 or more, and they're just having a good time. Everyone's chilling.
Yeah,
we're all
there's also bars and more bar vibes as well.
Yeah. A lot of here is very big to play pool.
Yeah, little pool.
Go to
Little
bars
pool as
and play
well.
pool. Yeah. No, and here in Da Nang, there's an older expat community too.
There's an older expat community. It's not like Thailand where you got those creepy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it, but yeah.
No.
It's pretty. Da Nang's pretty good in that way. You got older expats, the more they're retiree vibes. They just want to come here and chill.
They chilling. Yeah.
Beer's
Cool,
cheap
bro.
too.
I'm sorry?
Asia beer's cheap in general.
The what?
Asia beer is cheap.
Oh, beer here is fuck. It's like.
We talked about this before. The only way you're going to get fat in Asia is if you drink the beer.
Oh yeah.
Food, you're not going to get fat. But
Yeah,
beer.
actually, you're saying that because here in Da Nang there is no McDonald's.
No McDonald's.
Like fast food is very rare.
You got KFC, but when you got so many other food options, you don't really want KFC.
No. Yeah. And so you're saying here that do you feel like healthier with the food that you
In
consume?
general, I'm pretty healthy.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, beer is the only thing that you will get a little bit more weight on.
Yeah. No, but I do feel here as well. Everything's just a little bit more light.
Yeah.
Compared to just Western food, I think that's normal.
And it's hard to get into that workaholic lifestyle as well. Like in Australia, it's so easy to just work all the time.
All the time, dude. Yeah.
But here, you kind of feel obligated to go outside because it's just so damn beautiful.
Bro. Here, the percentage of work that I really put into here has to be 20 or 30% compared to what I was doing in Australia, which is like 80, 90.
And you find ways to be more efficient because you want to go out.
Right, yeah. And you focus more on your passions and what you want to do, and it helps you grow as a person. In Australia, like I learned a lot, I did a lot, but I feel like I didn't have the time to sit down and actually get to know myself and what I really wanted to do. I ended up doing so many things that I didn't want to do just because I had to chase that extra dollar.
Well, that's getting deeper, man. But that's thinking. Like people need time to think and actually sit down. Going back to that, if you want to talk about deeper stuff, like literally a year to the day that I met my wife, I had written down everything I wanted quality-wise, like non-negotiables, in someone who I consider being in a relationship with.
Yeah.
I met her literally pretty much a year to the day later.
Wow, so you write down the qualities that you're looking for.
Like saying that non-negotiables, this is what this person has to be a viable match.
And she was did you present her the list when you met her?
I observed, like, okay, well, this is the right one for me.
Wow, that's crazy. And before that, you only dated Aussie girl? Oh, no, you said you dated someone from Cambodia.
I had a mix, but Westerners, though.
Western
something.
Wow. That's interesting, bro. That's great, dude. So you've really created everything that you've been wanting to do.
Yeah, I want to do. I have a way of attracting what I want. I think that we all have this ability. I'll get very specific in what I want and where I see it going, and I put actions to make it happen.
Right.
Or be in the right position, whatever.
Yeah.
The flip side of the dating thing is I wrote down everything I had to be attract that kind of person.
Right. Of course. Yeah, I agree with you.
You've seen The Secret. I think most of it's bogus because they don't actually. It's like, think about what you want. Okay, well, just think about what you want. Go and do some action to get it.
I agree with you. Yeah. I know what you mean. So I wanted to ask you because I think the same way as you. I'm very deep and thoughtful but I think the reason why I have been like this is because of the content I've consumed from specific people. Is there anyone that you listen to or you look up to that has?
I've got different people for different things.
Yeah.
I did a podcast for a while myself that we
interviewed
a lot of business people. A lot of people grow massive brands. A lot of people are just nice people, and I've had some really good mentors around me as well.
Right. Okay. So you have more like one-to-one mentoring.
One-to-one relationships.
Right. Okay.
People
That's
become
where
friends and stuff. Yeah.
You've learned a lot of stuff. Okay, cool, awesome, bro. That's great. That's cool, man. Hey, listen, bro. Thank you so much for your time, man. It's been a great podcast. Guys, give this guy some love.
Cheers, guys.
Check out his website. Check all the stuff he's doing. And I really appreciate your time, bro. I hope that this podcast motivates someone or just gives someone the initiative to just come out and check out this place because I think it's...
whatever you're doing, just, like I said, think about it, put a plan in place and do it. Like, life's too short.
Right, yeah. Don't overthink. Just go do it. And you're never going to be completely prepared.
You're never ready. You're never going to be ready to be a father. You're going to be ready to travel. Bro. Never going to be ready to so much things, but just put the things in place to do it.
Awesome, bro. All right, guys.
I'll tell you one more thing before we finish up.
Please do.
Before I left Australia, such something happened. One of my mentors had option. I would have either moved to Melbourne, made good money, or I could have travelled. I spoke to one of my mentors about it. It's like, what do you think? Here's my options. He said, go and travel, you won't regret it. Like, you have more experience in that experience capital. Like, the knowledge you gain from experience and how you're able to handle things is worth so much more than just pure money. Right.
Yeah, no, and I think that's what I'm kind of doing myself. Like, I inspire to be a millionaire or to have to just feel, I just want to be comfortable, really. And most importantly, not because I am comfortable right now and I really don't need that much money with what I found here, but to just help the people around me, like my family and stuff.
That's what I could do. Like, some of my girlfriend at the time, her family got a little bit sick, so we're able to just help them. That's what it's about.
That's what it's all about. And like, you had the option to actually just go and make tons of money there and then, but it's probably not what fulfills you. But that instant gratification, and then what, bro? And then what?
What is money about the things you like? All the stuff we do is because we can help people, and I have a lot of fun creating that. Like, I get vibes just creating stuff. Like, business sales, I express myself.
Yeah. Exactly right. It's about the process, man. It's about the process. I agree with you. That's great, man. You
want to have numbers in place and have everything check out and make. Let's say the process is working well, but that's part of expressing your creativity for me.
That's right. No, I agree with you, man. I have so much to learn from you, and thank you so much. Seriously, you've really opened my eyes to a lot of things today, and I really appreciate that, man. Guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of People That Travel. As you guys know, it's a Spanglish podcast, so some episodes are in English, some in Spanish. If you don't understand Spanish, I'm sorry, but I also want to let the Hispanic community know the opportunities that there are out here. And if this podcast was of any value, please like, comment, or share with a friend that maybe you think might benefit from this. And show me some love. Until next time, Christian Rodriguez, bye.
You make me